Ooh. A little bit of a late start today. What can I say? I start these streams immediately after work, and sometimes that means traffic's a little bad, and sometimes I'm just 5 minutes late. So there isn't much to say about today's sketch. I have got it up on the screen behind me here. Now, it is a comparison between how Apocalypse used to look and how he looks now. Just quick rundown of it. His cover used to be brown, now it's black. He used to have one tongue, now he has two. And then the only other things that are pointed out is that he has whirly eyes and fangs that point forward. There is a nice little... Can I zoom in? I don't really know how I can zoom in with Streamlabs, but there's a little drawing there you can see of his size comparison between how he is now next to Julia, next to how he used to be. So, yeah. That is all there is to talk about today's sketch, so it's time to start reaction to the chapter. Now, I just want to say, this last week has felt so long to me. Like, I read Undead Unluck, and then I read One Piece, and then I read Hunter x Hunter last week on Sunday. Now, One Piece and Hunter x Hunter feel like they were a week ago. Undead Unluck does not. Undead Unluck feels like it was 3 weeks ago, maybe. So yeah, I have been looking forward to this one. Let's get started on chapter 226. Apocalypse. Okay, now we're getting more cuts to these different Master Rule fights. Yusai's got his sword back. I was wondering what was going on last time. Doesn't seem to be a big deal. Billy and Teller continue to run away from War, who is menacingly suspended in the air. Death and Luck. Now, Luck looks so goofy there. I love him. But also interesting that now they're above Sun, which, one, means they are very high up. And two, they're not really guarding Chikara anymore, are they? But, yeah. Fuko shooting one of Death's juniors, Andy being cool, of course. Gina and Change, Rip and Latler. Yeah, against Sick. Shen and Mui going into attack time, and obviously something's going on. Some time stuff. Anyway, but now, the woman of the Book of the Hour, Julia, going in on Apocalypse. Apocalypse! Those memories ingrained in you. I, Julia Eustitia, am going to take them. Julia? Okay, Julia, listen up. Okay, so, okay, this was something she was something Fuko was telling her as she was going down to the round table room. Have a moment. We lack an effective attack against the Master Rules. The best we can do is buy time. And if we hope to land a blow against Sun, we'll need Injustice to take out the satellites. I really hope that's not how they're all resolved. You know, it would be nice if our characters who are trying oh so hard right now are actually able to do something. But yeah, confirmation that Teller can now do his sound wave blast thing. I see him using that. Sitting atop the round table is Apocalypse. You'll need to touch him and trigger Injustice's manifestation by looking at the memories contained within him of your past self. The reason I'm not using Remember is because it's impossible to recreate Miss Juice's manifestation. It occurred in far too unique of a world and time period. Please show us. Please show us. Please show us. Please show us this time period. Oh, ooh, I see we've got 5 viewers in here. If anyone's posted any messages, I can't see them. Let me get up my stream manager. No? Okay. Can you all hear me? Is my sound okay? Okay, well, I'm sure I'll get complaints if my sound isn't okay. So, you'll need to touch him and trigger injustice. Yeah. It occurred in far too unique of a world and time period. I believe the only chance we have at manifesting it is if you remain yourself. Sound okay? Nice one, Scara. Touch Apocalypse. Oh, I love this panel. And find the memories needed for the manifestation. If anyone has seen Your Low, but that's always been the case. Oh, thanks, Ghost Pyre. Okay. Now, last week was really awkward when I was holding the mic, so, I'm just going to position it. This is about as good of a mic position as I'm going to get. Can't see the screen anymore, but this should be the best. Okay. But yeah, if anyone's seen my Twitter, then I'm planning on making a Ragnarok Apocalypse or Ragnarocalypse Jack-o'-lantern for Halloween, and we'll see how that goes. My last one didn't go great, but yeah, I think this one could appeal to anybody. Like, I could just leave this outside my house, and anyone could think, ooh, scary face, rather than the last one being like, what is this ball with a green lens, being Tatiana? Anyway, it's okay. I can navigate through these attacks. But will I really be able to see her memories if I touch him? When Apocalypse streamed memories into Mr. Nico and you in the past, he could activate it whenever he wanted, right? There is no guarantee that Apocalypse will stream memories into me even if I do touch it. Don't worry. Just believe. In the very thing the injustice of the past acknowledged. Apocalypse's vision of justice. Is she getting memories of Burn? What? Burn? But I thought we captured them. No, it's much too small. Could it be a fake? He is the one artifact that can intentionally use memories. Now that he's powered up, can he materialize them? Oh wow, this really is a like a phase 3 kind of thing. You also speak. Yeah, I do speak quietly. Yeah, Ghostpire. Part of that is because I am a naturally soft-spoken person. Part of it is because usually my family is in the room next to me, whether it's below me or to the side. So I do like to keep my voice down. What? Oh, of course I read all that. And now he seems to be able to manifest the... Of course. How didn't I expect this page turn? Oh, Yuma Byrne is back. Engine is heading to the round table. How did I not see this twist coming? I guess I got distracted by my lovely soft voice. Not on my watch. Mr. Engine. I'm this thing's weakness. Leave him to me. Roger that. And spoil. Spoil. Return of the King. A different humor? What is it? Leave this one to us. Oh, okay, that's what they're doing. I mean, I do wonder what they were doing. Did they start going somewhere and then come back? But, oh well, here they are. Get to fight. Wow. Fight. Spoil. Kick him in the face very hard. Thank you very much. She is like her. Have you forgot? Oh, who's this? Okay, this is... Oh, this is Soul. Okay. Have you forgotten your current duty, Apocalypse? Kill her. Gah. You used to impose insurmountable quests to destroy them and make them struggle. But all of that is over. You have only one duty now. Never mind the rules of the game. Nip injustice in the bud. So this is what Soul's doing. Still in his chair. That is your final duty. Your final quest. You know, I've read enough Undead Unluck, and I've spent enough time looking at the Japanese roars of Undead Unluck. Like, I mean, I don't look at leaks now, of course. I'm reacting for this for the first time. But I've spent enough time looking at leaks in the past. But I feel like I can predict exactly what this was like in Japanese and exactly how David Evelyn turned this into English. Like a lot of the time there'll be a repetition. That is your final duty, your final quest. And that'll be because it's written one way in Japanese, but the kanji is different. And something you can always notice, well, something I notice when reading David Evelyn's translation is that he will always adapt it as here's the sentence, and then here's like a second route to the sentence could have gone. Damn. Julia! That wasn't the right vibe, but okay. Julia! Hold tight, we're coming. Don't worry. I believe in my and his vision of justice. Well, her arm is trapped. That doesn't look good. You could have killed me in one bite if you wanted to, right, Apocalypse? Why? Why? Huh? Why do you all persevere? Why do you get stronger? Why do you never surrender? Why? Apocalypse? What's that? People grow along with the quests. You watch people the most out of anyone in the world. Say what? Say what? I have no consistent voice for Apocalypse. Victor says it all the time, that the quests you choose are the worst, but also the best around. Thank you. Your quests are the very things that made us humans stronger. It can't be. My control over him. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. The humor. They're gone. You too, Apocalypse. Oh. Oh. Yeah, baby Apocky. Oh. Oh. I want a plushie. I mean, this Apocky is bigger than regular Apocky, but smaller than Ragnarocky. But yeah, I want an Apocalypse body pillow. Give me an Apocalypse body pillow. Oh, what's Soul going to do though? Oh, bump him. I was blessed with good players. Oh, Ellipse. Infraction of the game's rules. Quest successful. I will not stand for it. Take it. No matter who does it. Even God himself. No. No. I knew this would happen eventually, but no. Apocky. I'm giving you all. Oh, no. I'm giving you all of Victor and Juice's memories. As the rule book, this act is my final just reward. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, well, let's break down this page. Julia's arm is intact, if a bit worse for wear. Some soul emanation is going on. Now, she did use her soul a little bit in the beast fight, so this isn't the first time we're seeing this. Oh my god, the panel with Julia and Apocky's eyes. Oh. Yeah, I mean, this might genuinely end up being like the one actual character death that Undead Unluck does. It might be. I mean, I hope the series ends with Andy and Foucault living a long life and dying of old age together. That's my perfect ending. But in terms of like actual casualties in the final arc, this might be the only one we get. Maybe we might get Fang or Billy, or someone like that. But there is a good chance this is the only one we get, and you know what? This is hitting me. I don't really cry when reading manga. It is exceptionally rare. JoJo Part 6 has done that to me. JoJo Part 7 has done that to me. I think the first time I read Ragnarok as well. Yeah, but this is, I can feel it in my eyes. Anyway, let's look at what chat has had to say while I've been engrossed. Let's scroll up. Okay. Hype, Raph's Revenge, nice to see you. Engine does things. Engine doing goat things as usual. He's either being the goat or doing nothing. No in between with Engine. Sometimes him doing nothing is him being the goat, like just stopping the sun from burning everything. Sometimes he can do both. Turning off the sun and fighting a Yuma barehanded, of course. No one does it quite like him. Baby Apoki, yeah. The trials and tribulations of the world forcing us to evolve cinema. Yeah. Ragnaroki. If it's a pillow, gotta be this freaky Rinnegan version with 2 tongues, of course. I guess that a Pocky Jack-o'-lantern plan seems just right. It's a funeral pyre now. It won't just be a Ragnaroki Jack-o'-lantern. This will be a memorial for a Pocky. I feel that. Found it funny since people are discussing who might die. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What? That's a great chapter. I mean, it isn't what most people were expecting. What? I always forget to go into my predictions before the chapter, but my kind of predictions were that the fight would happen and she would like touch the pages and like land a hit, and that would cause memories to go into her, so that the flashback would happen at the same time as the fight. But clearly what we're doing here is the fight's over, now we get the flashback, which will probably flow a lot better if you want to have an emotional, well-paced flashback. But I was really hoping we'd see some of it today. Oh well, I can wait a week. And I pointed it out on Twitter before, but like the best thing about Undead Unluck right now, compared to other manga, is that there is 0% chance of us cutting to something we don't care about. Like there's usually a B plot or a minor character that it's like, I like it, but can we not focus on that right now? One Piece comes to mind. It's like, we're in the final fight, but let's cut to see how Raizo and Fukurokuju are doing. You know, it happens a lot. But with Undead Unluck, like, what could we possibly cut to that wouldn't be peak right now? But yeah, I'm sure we're getting that flashback next week. Yeah, I thought I'd start about halfway into the chapter, but this is even better. Next week is going to hit. Yeah. Funny if Tozuka did say in the comment this week he teared up. He really loves Apoki. Of course he does. I genuinely think Tozuka adores every single one of his characters. It feels like it. Yeah, putting Apoki's death after victory flashback would have lessened its impact. Yeah. Yeah. I'm curious on why you think that, but I think that mostly because we've just seen Apocalypse manipulated. And, like, that puts us in a sympathetic place for him, where us seeing his death now is going to hit because we just saw him being a victim. Whereas, if we get this victories flashback, chances are we're going to have a decent amount of time dedicated to Apocalypse being his regular little shit self. Sorry, I think that's the first time I've cursed on stream. Regular little poopy bookface self. And which, you know, that is how Apocalypse is. We know he has a sweet side, but going from that to his death would be a bit less impactful than here he is being a victim, now he's dead. Getting to see what Soul is up to is very interesting. So we know he does have a satellite. So I guess he is in there, and he seems to be part of Sun's current artillery, Like, it lines up in front of his mouth of any blasts. So I guess he is in there, but his room, his satellite room, is just darkness and a chair. Just his usual room. But yeah, so he was the one manipulating Apocalypse, which makes sense. There was some, like, I think some people, I thought it was Luna, but okay, it was Soul. Makes sense, seeing as it happened at the same time that the Master Rules were accelerating time. Definitely getting some Spring parallel vibes from Apocky here. Yeah, and we didn't, I think if we spent too much time on it, it would have felt too much like Spring. But yeah, Apocky's redemption arc has been a slow one. Which makes sense. He is billions of years old. We're not going to see him develop into a good guy right at the end. We just learn more about him, that he does believe in fairness, he does care for people, and then at the end, we see the emotional climax of that. He hasn't developed, we've just learned he as a person hasn't developed, but our understanding of him has. Now, yeah, Soul seemed fine. I was expecting him to be bound or something. Yeah, I guess the same thing has happened to him that happened to all of the others. Now, was his plan just to manipulate Apocky, or does he have another plan? Because, he's a man of many plans. But, yeah, I'm hoping this wasn't the result of, well, in that case, when he faded away. What do you think of a reward? Is it for something specific, or just Apocky breaking the rules to help them and give them memories and injustice? The framing of the end is... What was it? Well, I think it plays off what Soul said. Wait, where was it? Oh wait, no, it wasn't something Soul said. It was at the beginning. Oh wait, no, it is something Soul said. Okay, I forgot how early Soul appeared in the chapter. Yeah, this is your final duty, your final quest. So the idea is that Apocky heard Soul saying, "This is your final quest," referring to him. But then the narrative idea is that Julia succeeded in the quest and she gets the reward. Either way, I don't think any of it relies on the rules. I'm sure it's just Apocalypse has been defeated. He is a nice guy. He'll give a reward. His eyes being so wide and make me think. Yeah, the last quest and reward he gave out were his own will. I cry a little. Yeah, of course. The reward is for memories. I think his eyes were widened because he was controlling Apocky. Oh, okay, Soul's eyes. Yeah, I do wonder what was going on with Soul's eyes. Maybe just because he's manipulating Apocky. What page was it? Again, I keep forgetting how early it is in the chapter. Page 8, yeah, Maybe he's just getting really serious. Maybe that's it. Maybe him becoming part of Sun is giving him more, ironically, black sun-like eyes. I was watching another Twitch streamer who does reactions to Undead Unluck, the Drork Show. Highly recommend the Drork Show. They do amazing, usually reviews, discussions around the manga. Occasionally they'll react to a chapter, but it was only watching their streams that I realized, wait a minute, kind of ironic that the sun is a big black entity. Usually we don't associate the sun with darkness, and I was just like listening to that, it's like, yeah, that is weird. Yeah, Drork streams a peak. Were his eyes widened when he manipulated Kuru? I don't think I've ever seen his eyes like this. I'd remember if I saw his eyes like this. I can work this chapter partly into my soul's equal memory container theory. Oh, I am new to streaming, so I will say I keep forgetting to call out people's names. Nice to see you, Takara. Thank you for coming. I can work with this chapter partly into my soul's equal memory container theory because of how it seems that Pocky was struggling to remember things while under Soul's control, and once he remembered Chewy's, Soul lost control. I mean, you could tie that into like how Unchased works in this loop. You know, where it works off memories, and you know, you break it when you realize this person can't be the person I love. One tiny disappointment this chapter is just believe in the very thing the injustice of the past acknowledged, Apocalypse's vision of justice. I was excited at that point that we would see injustice used on Apocalypse. Of course, what we actually got was cooler. Not going to deny that. What we got was cooler. But that was something I was a little excited for when I read it. Drog Show needs to get with the program and like backs for lol. You can't force something. If they don't like backs, they don't like backs. It is funny how they're always like, they've read the manga. Clearly Bax does something later that makes everyone love her, and we just haven't got there yet. And they haven't said low-key spoiling, but that's kind of how I feel when I'm hearing that conversation happen, is that they think that people are coming in with later opinions. No, that's not why people like Bax. Absolutely not. Yeah, he wasn't manipulating Kururu. They had a back and forth. Yeah, I think the extent of Soul's manipulation of Kururu was awakening her ability, maybe, well, making it more powerful, and I think in the exact moment that she had to shoot the Soul Blast, I will be honest, my memory of the Unchased arc, I mean, I haven't reread it since it's come out, so maybe I'm forgetting something. Hi, I managed to make it after work just in time, especially as that was a soul boosted Unchased. Yeah, I'm only kidding. Agoo, Born to Boil, of course. We liked Bax from page 1, giving Kururu better fashion sense. Yes, Punk Kururu is best Kururu, and I will not hear anything else. Yeah. I really enjoyed this chapter. Does anyone have any questions? Because I'm going to have a look again to see if I have anything I want to point out. But yeah, I really love the manifesting the rules. I mean, this might be Engine's moment to shine in this final arc. Yeah, I want to see Top and Ishin do more. You know, the question is, do they deserve more? They already got a big fight, and we have a big cast. Do we need to, you know, is it fair to give them another big thing to do? Kicking spoil is honestly better than I expected from them. But that might be the last thing we see them do. Yeah, I love it. I love this Apocalypse and Soul back and forth. Yeah, Rafts. Me too. I hope Top goes around the world to collect the spirit treasures. I'm torn because, well, we have to get Soul. Sorry, not Soul, Heart. We have to get Heart. There's no way we don't get Heart. But the idea that we don't need Aegis, we don't need Rebellion, I like that idea. But, yeah, maybe they'll... I mean, they're not going to find out via quest reward. There's no way they will. So, I don't know in what scenario they find out where Heart is and send Top to get it. You know? Like, maybe they'll be granted it because they meet some kind of condition. Maybe it's inside Apocalypse. Maybe Apocalypse's death will grant Heart. Maybe that's why we've never seen it in another loop, because you need to kill Apocalypse to get it. What I want to see Top do is, because he has talked with his past holders of Unstoppable, what I want to see Top do is manifest how they would use Unstoppable. Now, I can't remember what all of them looked like, but I'm just thinking, if one of the athletes that Top met when he talked to his predecessors was like a javelin thrower, and he can like make an unstoppable javelin, that would be peak, is all I'm saying. And if he can do a reverse of what God did to Chikara in Loop 100's Ragnarok, where he just hits him with a ball from behind, but Top throws that javelin and gets God, I think that'd be awesome. But yeah, Julia getting her arm brutalized. She continues to be the world's most dedicated intern. Yeah, unstoppable, unbreakable javelin, different forms of unstoppable, and athleticism sounds peak. Yeah. I don't know if Top has that much more screen time though. Again, it'd be nice. Of course, I'd love to see volumes more of content for every single one of these characters. But Top is kind of low on the list of who needs screen time right now. He just had a fight against a Master Rule. You know, Ishin can still play support roles. But yeah, Top gets the short end of the stick because he was introduced so late. But he did have a great introduction and a great fight. We gotta see how they apply their rules differently still, after all, can't we? Yeah, I'm hoping at the very least we get that with Fuko. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm just going through the chapter to pick things up, and yeah. Oh, I love all of this. The quests you choose are the worst, but also the best around. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I don't know where I'm going to put Apocalypse in my character ranking now. I mean, usually... Oh, I can't remember where I put him on my last tier list. You know, I can check. I've got my phone right here. Hopefully it didn't... No, it didn't just have Negators in it. It should have Apocky on there somewhere. Where is it? There it is. Okay, where did I put Apocky on my tier list? I like what I've seen so far. Gimme more. That's what I said about Top last time I made a character tier list. This is more. Yeah. Apocalypse is going up to great now. Maybe just below Lan. Maybe just between Lan and Latla. Maybe. Yeah, Top's doing leagues better than folks like Engine and Yusai. He can chill. Yeah. Give me Yusai versus Justice. I don't care if she fails. Frankly, if she has a good fight and dies, I'll be content. Just give me a Yusai fight. Let me see how she awakened her ability, what is going on with the teachings of her father. Give me Yusai. Give me Yusai. Yeah, and if Engine's one crowning moment in this arc is punching Burn, I don't think I could complain, but I would like a bit more. Apocky is so weird to rate as a character, lol. Definitely much better ever since Ragnarok. Yeah, definitely. I mean, he was just stopping myself from cursing. He was just a little poopy book in Loop 100. But ever since Loop 101, there's been a bit more of a touch to him. And yeah, I've really grown to like Apocalypse as a character. Imagine curing that when you just meet him in episode 4 or 5, can't remember. Yeah, he grows to be a lovable character. Apocalypse 1 punches Soul. Apocalypse 2 punches been? Apocalypse... I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'm just being dumb, but I'm not sure what you mean, Takara. But Wrath's Revenge, maybe Yusai content in Victor's memories coming up. Maybe Victor... No, Andy accidentally pulls his card out randomly when he's with Yusai, and Victor's just... Who are you? Maybe. Meant Ragnarok, okay. I mean, to be fair, Ragnarok is the apocalypse. And apocalypse can be Ragnarocalypse. But yeah. I mean, it's a bit of a downgrade in terms of Engine's feats. But maybe he'll get another punch in on God. Maybe. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this chapter. I probably won't make a post about the sketch because it is very self-explanatory, but I'll do my usual... your prediction... Your prediction above, where? Unstoppable and... Do you mean the apocalypse? Well, the Ragnarok comment? That's not... Or do you mean the unbreakable, unstoppable javelin? Because that'd be really cool. What do you think of my prediction above? I'm not sure what you... Oh, there we go, I see it. Prediction for next time. Juice's memories and Apocky's... How did I miss this message? It's massive, and it literally says prediction. How did I miss this? Prediction for next time. Juice's memories and Apocky's last will is going to convince Julia that her soloing the Master Rules is not the right play, as it's part of Juice's failures, and at most she interferes with Soul to stop him power boosting the Master Rules. Takara, I think you've put what I wanted to see into words better than I could. Yeah, soloing the Master Rules is how Juice would do it. But we're not doing things how Juice would do it. We're doing things how Fuko would do it. And let's just look at this chapter. They thrive on quests. These people... I mean, we can say they need to get stronger so they can fight the big body of God. Like, you know, like you could say, do they need to grow stronger after the Master Rules? What else have they got to do? But you could say, yeah, they need to beat the Master Rules, get stronger, fight God proper, and Luna. Fight Luna. Okay, yeah. So in this chapter, they literally say, the quests make us stronger. Yeah. If Julia actually uses Injustice to destroy all of the Master Rules, I think that's one of the few ways that Tozuka could disappoint me. You know? Takara, while you're on stream, how's your project Your Flags Are For going? So that is a novel I'm writing. I've never written a novel before. And I was actually going to make a jokey post about it later. But it's going really well, actually. Yeah, I'm 40,000 words in. Still figuring things out. But, yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with writing. Thank you, Takara. I'm glad someone asked. how the writing was going. Yusai, Rip, Shen, etc. need to overcome these obstacles. Maybe Julia focuses on justice or Sun or something. Yeah. Thank you, Takara. And if anyone else in the chat was one of the people who commented on my thread I made. Okay, for people who don't know what I'm talking about here, a couple of weeks ago, maybe just last week, I made a thread on Twitter because I'm writing a novel and I'm working on the world building now, and I just drew out some flags. I was like, what do you think about this flag? What do you think about the geography of this country, the people who might live there? And some people were very lovely and gave me feedback, and I appreciate all of you. It might just be Takara who's here now, but yeah, it's great. And it's going well, thank you. But yeah, the one thing I want to say, and it might be the last thing I have to say, other than Apocky, if Julia does use Injustice to destroy all the satellites, I know that it will be a very cool double-page spread, and it will mirror the time Chewie's destroyed all the Acts. Like, as lame as that plot decision would be, it would make a very cool double-page spread of all the satellites in the sky blowing up. But if no one else has any other predictions, questions, suggestions, I think I'm ready to leave it there. This was a great chapter. I am just as hyped for next week as I was to see this one. It's just followed through. But yeah, great chapter. And rest in peace, Apocalypse. The only way I'll forgive it is if it's to make the Master hit each other once, then the fights continue. Would be funny. Yeah, agreed. Okay. Thank you, Rafs and Takara and Paya and Skara. Ooh, I didn't even try to make that rhyme. And anyone else who commented? I think that was it. Anyone else? I think that's it. Thank you, all of you, for coming. See you next week. And just have a great week in general. Signing off. Goodbye.